incredible view. Isn't it gorgeous? We've been invaded, and they're just as brazen as anything.
You can always get another husband.
So, it's the morning after the night before, and we were safe. Yeah, where we moored yesterday was...
What's happening?
We're moving.
Why?
I just don't think it's safe. So we.
Oh really?
Yeah, we've stopped in Loughborough. Probably not dangerous. However, there was a lot of nefarious activity taking place on the other side of the canal, and we didn't think it was safe to stay where we were. Hi, we're Jackie and Michael, and we're exploring the rivers and canals of Britain on our 57-foot narrowboat Border Reiver. We'll show you what it's like to live day to day on a narrowboat, and we'll arrive in some beautiful places next to the water. We go and explore the areas we've moored at for the night, and we'll take you with us. This can be a bit of an issue when you've got a narrowboat and you are moving around in certain places. You have to be aware of the places that you moor, because they're quite vulnerable in narrowboats. You're right by the side of the canal, and sometimes, certainly in towns and cities, the canals can draw, not in all of them, but in certain places can draw a few ne'er-do-wells with nefarious activities, as we saw yesterday. So it's just not the place to moor, move on, which is what we did.
He's head of security for a particular reason. This is one of those occasions.
It's difficult to know until you moor up and you get a feel for the location that you're in. I spotted some things I wasn't happy about, and then as the next 10-15 minutes progressed, it was clear that it wasn't going to be a safe place for us to stay. He shouted across at me and he said, "Get out of here." We moved, and we only moved about 3/4 of a mile further on in the same city, town, and all's good. We were absolutely fine here. No problems. So yeah, it's just something that you have to be aware of. Make sure you have your wits about you when you moor, because you can be vulnerable at times. So yeah, all good. We had a good night, we had a nice curry, and we've been and done some shopping this morning.
So we've just walked down into the canal basin in Loughborough. Michael's got the rubbish in hand, and there's some facilities here. We're just going to drop everything off. Yeah, this is quite nice. This, apparently it was full last night as Michael came to the supermarket. Yeah, and there's just a little teeny weeny embranchment down here, which you can come down from the main canal. Look what we've just spotted. Look, they're clinging. Oh no, they're off. Oh, how adorable! He's going to find his mum. Oh, they must just have been born.
I'm clinging onto that branch.
Oh,
they'll be fine.
Where's mum gone? It's quite nice down here in the little embranchment. It's quite good facilities. There's rubbish, I think there's water, there's toilet as well. Yeah, that's quite nice, and the sun's shining, which makes it even better. We're just off to the shops. Just to get a couple of provisions.
The weather's great, and where we are now is absolutely fine. So it's just a bit of a lesson that make sure you are aware of your surroundings if you're going to moor your boat in a town or a city or wherever. Just taking your surroundings, have a look around, and make sure you know what you're doing. So, and I'm sure everybody does, but yeah, that's how we found it anyway. So onwards and upwards in the sunshine, which is great.
Take me on a spree, I wanna get to know me, every little inch of me. Gentle while you stroke, when you picture me, every number count, love.
That was a bit tricky. As soon as we made the turn, right there, the wind is blowing onto the starboard beam of the boat. Just caught the boat and started to push us across. Used the bow thruster, all good. People say it's cheating with the bow thruster, and I guess it is a bit, but I did try without it, but it wasn't coming round, so sometimes you've got to give in to technology. I'm really impressed with the batteries. We were just talking about the batteries that we changed, that you saw in an earlier video, and it seems to have changed life a lot. We're just not concerned now about whether we're using power towards the end of the day. I know there's a bit more brightness about at the moment, but still the batteries are really good. We're not having to look to see what the voltage is in them, just that we know that it's going to be absolutely fine, so there's no problems. The other thing I didn't mention is, you might think, well, why didn't you film the nefarious activities by the waterway? It would have been dangerous to do so. They were all looking at the boat and pointing at us and things, which is why we left. So to start filming them would have potentially aggravated the situation, so that's why we didn't film.
No red lights flashing, so we're safe to proceed. The boat coming through the lock, coming up in the lock, so we'll just have to wait for it. I think we might be accompanied by some canoeists as well. Michael must be getting cold. His clothes going back on as we speak. Captain, he seems to be adopting a very relaxed pose down there. He knows what I'm saying as well, which is why he's laughing. Look, just very chilled. It's coffee time, my dear. Coffee. Oh yeah, he knew what that meant. There you go. Look. That's a nice church, isn't it? Look at that. You've got a perfect spot there, it's beautiful. That is just like our boat in France. It's almost identical. Wow. It's a hooveld. It's exactly the same as our boat in France. Wow. So we're just about to go under that bridge you can see, and there's about 8 canoeists. The canoeists are gone through. That's a skinny bridge, isn't it? That's a very skinny bridge. Ah, what are we doing over there? Oh, just avoided a tree. You can only go 4 miles an hour underneath this bridge. You're not going to be going any faster, are you? And the canal goes to the left, obviously. I'm going to have to bend down because I'm going to hit my head. He's been behind us for a while. There they all are, hanging on for dear life. Thank you. Are you following us?
I'll give you a tow if you want.
We'll race you. I think you might win. So we've just stopped for some lunch just before we drop down through the next flood lock, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Michael's just putting some bread in the oven, so to speak, and yeah, just thought I'd take this opportunity to show you this incredible view. Isn't it gorgeous? That was actually really scary walking across there, a really thin lock gate, and there's loads and loads of water gushing. I can feel the spray here. Yeah, it was really scary, that. We've got a lock friend coming into this lock with us. I've just been getting some advice on moorings on this little next section that we go through, and apparently there's a couple of moorings, one north of the first Kegworth lock and then one just immediately after the second Kegworth lock. So I think we'll take our pick, we'll see what's free. But it sounds like it's a really pretty section, which I'm looking forward to seeing. Yeah, Michael's coming into the lock behind me, hopefully. He is. It's a little bit windy, but it's okay. Got both lock gates open, so both boats can come in. And I'll just take a line from him when he comes in, so we can just go over to one side so the second boat can come in. All good lock etiquette. Pigeons just landed on our solar panel.
Get off!
Oi! Go on!
Free ride!
What are you doing? Get off! Shoo! 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 No, that's not working. Oi! If you poo on our roof, look at them! As blazing as anything!
Not bothered, are they?
Pitching a free ride! Oi! Go on! Woohoo! I'm waving my arms like a mad thing and they're not going anywhere. Oi! Get off! Go on, shoo! 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 Get off! Go on! No, it's not working. Hilarious. I don't know, I'll have to have a look. Get off! Shoo! Ah. Absolutely, these two pigeons will not go. I've been into the cratch, I've banged on the roof, Michael sounded the horn, and they're just as brazen as anything. Look at them! Look! Look at them! I'm going to go after the first boat. Look, he's walking towards me. Oi! How do we get these two pigeons off our boat?
going. They've got rings on as well.
Are they homing pigeons?
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Go home!
Hopefully they don't think they are. Or... For those of you that were wondering how homing pigeons actually made it home, well, this is how they do it. They hitch lifts on narrowboats.
They're obviously lost. We think they're homing pigeons because they've got rings on the toes. You obviously think they're home.
Go back to your house.
You know, it would be hilarious if they came and landed back on the boat.
Come in.
That was not what we expected, was it?
No, I think they're going to come back.
Yeah, I do as well.
The homing pigeons,
Yeah.
they've got rings on.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't think this is the home.
Border Reiver, a pigeon coop.
And they leave deposits, and we don't like that. They mark your boat.
And they were pecking the strawberries.
And they were picking your strawberries, yeah.
So we've come to rest after Pigeon Gate in this really, really lovely little spot, which is just before the first of the Kegworth locks. It's before the upper lock. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Michael's going to wash the roof of the boat, which is absolutely disgusting. Filthy, filthy. Never seen it as dirty. Particularly after we moored underneath that tree the other day and got bird poo and heavens knows what else on it. So yeah, so he's going to do that. I need to desperately water my strawberry plants, which are looking in need, and check that the pigeons didn't get too many of them. And then I might go for a little stroll. It's got a sexy new brush to try out as well. We treated ourselves to a new brush with soft bristles, and you'll note the chilli plants are playing out as well. Let's see what we get this year. A boater's work's never done, is it?
Not for me, no. What are you going to do, sit in the sun?
No, I'm going to water my strawberry plants, which is it's a challenge. I need to write the ship's log up for today.
Oh yeah.
Do me what? 3 words, so we know where we are, but
right.
We know where we are.
Yeah.
I might go for a stroll to the next 2 locks.
Honestly, you've got a life of
It's
Riley.
hard, isn't it?
Whilst
Yeah,
I'm scrubbing the... And we've exchanged small pigeons for big pigeons because we're under the flight path for East Midlands Airport. Directly under the flight path for Us and planes, we seem to attract them, and pigeons now.
Yeah.
So all things...
Oh, this is a tricky one.
I was going to say Aryan, no? Aerial?
No.
No.
Aerial.
No. Things that fly.
Okay. You go and wash your roof. A lot of dirt coming off there, isn't there?
And pigeon feathers.
Oh yeah, no pigeon poo though.
It's coming off.
Good.
All the green slimy bit stuff.
I shall come and inspect later.
Get you. Good. I shall look forward to your inspection. I shall be ready.
Am I safe to leave you and walk down to the lock? Or am I going to miss you plunging into the icy cold River Soar?
I'm not so sure it's icy cold today,
And
but
don't be losing the bucket either.
which one are you more concerned about?
Oh, the bucket, obviously.
You can always get another husband. The buckets are hard to come by nowadays.
Oh, I don't want another husband, I want you.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that it? That's nice.
Huh?
Oh. Right.
Yeah, that's about as good as it gets.
Oh dear, I'm going. The question is, do we think it's safe leaving him on the roof of the boat with lots of wet, slippy stuff underneath his feet? I hope it is. Gosh. I want him plunging into the river. We'll see. Can you see him? Can you see him in the distance? Is he still on the roof? How pretty is this? So I've just walked down to the second of the Kegworth locks, and I'm just walking back up now. This is so pretty. It's the most gorgeous day. I can't believe it. It's going to absolutely throw it down tomorrow. Yeah, so we're so lucky to get this day. This is really pretty stretch of the river. Yeah, really pretty. Lots of gongoozlers at the lock just watching this boat go down. This lady's single-handed and they've just helped to close the lock gate. So, I'm back at the boat and look who I see.
All done.
Have you all right? You've not plunged into the depths?
I didn't plunge into the river saw.
Good.
And the job is completed.
Should I inspect?
No.
Oh.
You can inspect if you like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit dull, but
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Why is it dull?
Probably representing. It probably takes after the person who's cleaned it.
You're not dull in the slightest. What?
No, yeah.
You're a born comedian.
Well, it's trained.
You're a trained comedian.
No, there is. Yeah, no, it's good. It's better. It was really filthy. So it's probably going to take a couple of
Really?
goes to
Let's have a look.
get it right. But yeah, it's better than it was.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's much better. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, you've done a really good job. How's the cover come up?
I've used canal water, obviously.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, the cover's all right.
Well, it's not canal water, it's river water.
Well, river water even better.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's a lot better. I've got a cap that we put on here. We take the chimney off. Don't need to keep it on.
It's because we've had a really hot day today.
Well, that's it. If I take the chimney off, that means it's going to be freezing now for the next week.
Well, it's going to throw it down tomorrow. So it's my turn to cook tonight, and I'm doing a vegan special, which is leeks, mushrooms, black beans, cannellini beans, lots of herbs and spice, some onions and garlic, and then I'm going to put that in a dish and I'm going to layer it with potatoes. It's a new one. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, it really helps us.
Side by side, our fears are done. All the good times just begun.